says drums. Charlie says bass.
Charlie's Farm, a 2014 Australian slasher movie. So, the story with Charlie's Farm is we have a group of 4 young people decide they don't want to go to the beach anymore. They want to go out in the country and visit this kind of renowned farm, which has been kind of had these rumours and urban legends about these murders that have happened there sort of 30 or so years previous. So, of course, they tromps out there, piss off some locals on the way and discover that the legends are true and this place is being stalked by a 7-foot giant of a man, Charlie. And, of course, gets chased around, slaughtered one by one, and that's your story. So, literally nothing new with this kind of film whatsoever in regards to story, but is it still an entertaining film? Well, let's discuss. So, the cast here is interesting. So, first of all, I guess our star here is Tara Reid, who is kind of renowned as a bit of a socialite in Hollywood and has a bit of a fall from grace, and has appeared in things like Sharknado and is becoming a bit of a B-movie actress. And I have to say that she looks a little uncomfortable in this role and kind of looks like she doesn't want to be there. She seems so out of place compared to the rest. She's the only American out of the kind of the principal cast. Basically, there's a group of 4 people that sort of go there. They meet up with a couple of others, so there's 6 in total. And again, this falls into the typical Hollywood cliches, or even though it's not a Hollywood film, but nevertheless, the kind of the typical cliches that we see in horror films. You know, they go to this place they shouldn't, they go off, separate when they shouldn't, all of that. The killer sort of stalks them one by one and dispatches them in various different means, etc. Now, this has got a couple of other interesting cast members. So the actual killer Charlie is actually played by Nathan Jones, who was a one-time rugby player, WWE star and strongman. And he's been in a few different kind of films. He was in Mad Max Fury Road recently, and it generally kind of used as a kind of the giant brute, because he is, a 6'11" dude who's like absolutely jacked, so he's an imposing figure. So he does make quite an imposing slasher boogeyman here, and the makeup job they do on him is quite good. He doesn't really have any lines, but he just kind of grunts and kind of runs after people. The other kind of person worth mentioning here is Kane Hodder. Now, if you're a horror fan, that name's going to be familiar with you. And one of the best scenes in this film, actually, that I have to say, this gives it an extra point in my book, is actually a fight scene between Charlie and Kane Hodder's character, who is this guy who sort of goes out to look for these kind of kids. Kids, they're kind of young adults. And there's a pretty good fight scene. And Kane Hodder's not a small guy, but he's kind of dwarfed by Nathan Jones. And it's a pretty decent fight scene. The other thing I would say here is the gore and the kills are pretty well done. It's a fairly gory film, and there's quite a nice variety in kills and kind of on-screen deaths, and the makeup and practical effects here all look pretty good, and they do a decent enough job here of giving you some kind of believable gore effects, and it's actually quite, looks quite decent, looks quite realistic. And actually the makeup job on the Charlie, it's nothing special, in all honesty. He looks like a big vagabond type guy, basically. He's looks like some kind of spina bifida maybe, or something like that, but he looks okay. But the design is not too imaginative exactly, but what they've done, it does a good enough job. He uses a variety of different weapons. He has a bit of an interesting backstory. There's actually quite an extended sort of flashback sequence, kind of giving you his kind of origins as well, which is kind of quite good, because it makes you sound like he's more of a generational killer, shall we say. But like I said, the main problem here is that it's very, very uninspired. There's really nothing at all to kind of set this apart from its kind of peers, really. It just kind of goes through exactly the kind of the same paces. The actual characters themselves air on somewhat unlikable for the most part, I have to say. I don't feel like there's the main kind of principal cast. You're not really rooting for them. You're not hoping they get out of it alive, to be quite honest, which is a little bit of a shame. But like I said, it was slickly made. I don't have a problem with any way this movie was made or its kind of look. I think it looks aesthetically very good, but it is just a generic run-of-the-mill slasher film. that does nothing really to kind of stand apart from this kind of plethora of other ones that you sort of see and are churned out on a kind of yearly basis. It's competently made, but nothing, so it's just going to be an average film for me. That one fight scene would maybe give it an average score of 5 out of 10 rather than 4 out of 10, which I probably would have given it otherwise. So a 5 out of 10 for me. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.